Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Now I haven't uploaded in a while, but I don't have enough subscribers to notice that. Today I have a interesting video for you guys, and that's basically how I overclocked my G501 VW. It has a 960M over the 135 limit, and how I keep it all cool. Now, there were a couple of things I had to do to make this happen. First of all, you can watch my guide on like tips and tricks on optimizing your laptop. It's in my channel somewhere. I don't have so many videos, you can probably find it on your own. It's easy tips, intermediate tips, advanced tips, and sketchy tips. So we'll be going over some sketchy tips today. So yeah, for you who are familiar with the 960M graphics card, you're familiar with the 135 megahertz overclock limit. So you can't really overclock anywhere above 1271, I believe, or 1245. I can't really remember, but as you can see, I have something higher than that. I also overclocked my memory to 300 megahertz over stock. So, how did I do this and how did I keep it all cool? So let's go over cooling first. First of all, as you can see in my specific case, the heatsink of the laptop there's only one heatsink. Well, there's technically two, but the processor and the graphics card is connected. So any heat the graphics card produces will be transferred to the processor and vice versa. So first I undervolted my processor, and that kept me going for a while until I wanted more. So I repasted the graphics card and the processor. Now, I don't know what thermal paste Asus is using, but it was some really hard, horrible thermal paste. So I replaced it with some quality thermal paste, specifically this thing, and that worked out really well. Yeah, super good. But I still wasn't satisfied because the cooling performance wasn't perfect. It was still throttling sometimes. So I noticed this gap. This was in my computer as well. There's an air gap between the fan and the heatsink. So basically half the air was blowing over these two heat pipes and out some ventilation on the backplate. Which is really inefficient. I don't know why they went with that design. So I covered this up with duct tape, and same on the other side, and that improved cooling performance. So that was basically what I did for cooling. After that, I downloaded some BIOS tools, or some BIOS hacking tools specifically. So if you're not familiar with the BIOS modding, here's the reason I did it. In laptop models, usually the graphics card VBIOS, which is what is locking the overclocking limits and so forth and so on, is integrated with the main BIOS. So I had to hack the entire BIOS in order to have access to the VBIOS here. So I'll just walk you through the process really quickly. First, you want to download. Oh, quick disclaimer: this is only if you have a American Megatrends board. This guide will not work if you have a Phoenix board or a something else board. I can't remember the other manufacturers. But yeah, only if you have American Megatrends. There are other methods for the other boards, but I don't know them and I won't cover them. So yeah. So first of all, you want to download AfuWin. So let's run this, and you just quickly want to press save here. It's going to ask you to pick a location and a name and everything like that, and you're going to end up with a ROM file. This is your BIOS file. After that, you want to download Tool. You want to open it up and you want to load the image. So this is what popped out of my AFWin save process, and you will see all of these numbers, But we're not gonna care about any of these. We're gonna go straight over to option ROM. Now, again, this is laptop specific. This might not be the same for your laptop. Actually, I guarantee it's not. So you have to experiment. So in my case, I was lucky. There's only 3 option ROM files, so I only had to do this 2 times actually. So first I chose a file, I pressed extract, I browse. Let's just go into desktop here and let's call the file Billy. Let's do vBIOS because this is essentially the process. So the vBIOS, press apply, there it is. And then we want to open Maxwell BIOS Tweaker. Now we try to get the vBIOS in here and unsupported device. Okay, so that wasn't the right file. Delete that. So we do that with the next one. And this time, yay, right file, good, fantastic. We go in here and we tweak the settings and we tweak the voltage and tweak all of these tabs and tweak all of these tabs, and then we save the BIOS. Fantastic. And then we go back into Tool, and now we press the replace an option ROM button. We select the same thing as we extracted and we browse and we select the new vBIOS file and we press apply. Now I'm not going to do that because I can't be bothered. But that's basically how you do that. And after that, you have to flash your computer. And for that, we go back into AFWin. We open it up and let's just go out of this. And we press open. You go into your BIOS file or your entire BIOS file. You press open and then you press flash. So open and flash, and you let it do its thing. You restart your computer and bada bing bada boom. That's basically it. So that's how I did it. And yeah. So if you have any questions, just post them in the comments, I guess. See you guys later.